Welcome back, sixth graders. Today we are going to spend a little more time practicing the I or introductory paragraph. Let's review the parts of the introductory paragraph. The I paragraph always has only these three parts. There's the hook, the three-topic sentence, and the closing statement. Don't throw anything extra in the I paragraph. We want it to be short and to the point. We always follow this same structure when we're writing an I paragraph, whether it's an informational essay or an argumentative essay. So first we have the hook. This is time to grab your reader's attention. You only get one chance to make a first impression. There are lots of different types of hooks to begin your essay. If you can't think of any, go back to the last lesson or your notebook where we talked about those different types of hooks. Next, we have our three-topic sentence. This is where you'll list the topics from your ITC plan. Don't go into details yet. You only want to list those main topics. You want to make one good, complete sentence that makes sense. You want to use words from the prompt to start this sentence so that the reader understands what you're talking about. Very often, the reader hasn't seen your writing prompt, so they need to know what the topic is that you're writing about. Finally, we have the closing statement. It's a general statement about your topic. Do not announce your intentions. You never want to flatly announce what you are about to do in an essay. Don't use words like, in this paper I will, or the purpose of this essay is, or now I will tell you, or that is why soccer is my favorite. Don't ever use those types of words. You just want to have a general statement about your topic. Okay, let's look at an example. Our prompt is, explain your favorite genre of books to read. My ITC plan starts with the genre that I chose, which is science fiction. My three main topics are different things I like about science fiction. They're imaginative, or they make me use my imagination. They are entertaining, and I love all the different characters that science fiction books have. My A and B details list examples of different science fiction books that illustrate each of those characteristics. When I'm writing my I paragraph, I'm not looking at my A and B details. I'm only looking at my three main topics: imagination, entertaining, and characters. So now it's time to write. My hook comes first. Remember, I want my hook to grab the reader's attention, and I can do that in lots of different ways. I can ask a question, I can make a statement, I can start with a riddle or a quote. I'm going to start with a statement. My hook is going to be, science fiction is such a fascinating genre for middle school students. Next is my statement, my sentence that lists my three topics. I wrote, this genre is my favorite type of book to read because it activates your imagination, it is entertaining, and I love the creative characters. Notice how I used the words, this genre is my favorite type of book to read because. I pulled those words right from the prompt, and then I just listed the three topics that I wrote in my plan. Finally is my closing statement. I want the reader to know that I'm ending the paragraph, and I do this by saying something general about my topic. No new information is written in the closing statement. I wrote, you probably wouldn't pick the same books as me, but you might just change your mind after you hear more about the reasons why science fiction stories are my favorite. Did you notice that I didn't just say, I like science fiction books because imagination, entertaining, and characters? Those were the three words that I wrote on my plan, but that just doesn't make any sense. We write one word on the line of our planning sheet, but when we write a sentence, we have to add words around our reasons. So instead of just saying imagination, I wrote it activates your imagination. This is important because we're showing our reader that we're being thoughtful and that we know what we are talking about. If our introductory paragraph doesn't make sense, the reader won't want to keep reading. Now let's try another prompt together. Our new prompt is, school is a place we spend a lot of time. Think about and explain what you could do to make your school more beautiful. We know that this is asking us to write an expository essay because we see our clue word explain in the prompt. Now it's time to make my ITC plan. The topic of my essay is making the school beautiful, so that's what I'll put for my I and C on my plan. Then, as I think of 3 topics I can write about, I know painting both the walls and furniture would help, as well as planting a garden and doing some basic cleaning. So there's my ITC plan. So now it's time to write. I start with my hook. I choose to start with a statement, which is, although my school is in good shape, there are a few improvements that could be done to make my school more beautiful. My 3 topics sentence is, things I could do to make my school more beautiful would include painting the walls, creating a wonderful garden, and cleaning the campus. Remember that I am not getting into any details. I only want to list my T1, T2, and T3 topics from my plan. The middle paragraphs are where I will go into details and tell more about my topics. This should be 1 sentence only with a list and a comma between each item listed. My closing statement is a general statement about making schools more beautiful. I wrote, I think that when a school is beautiful and inviting, students will be more willing to learn. Notice I didn't say, this is what I would do to make my school more beautiful. There's no need to flatly announce what you are doing. You as a writer know that that is what you are doing, but you want to make it more interesting for your reader. So my statement about students wanting to learn more in a setting that is beautiful and inviting wraps up the thought of the paragraph and lets the reader know they will learn more in the coming paragraphs without coming right out and telling them that. Let's start one more together. Our prompt is, everyone knows recycling is important. Think about why you should recycle. Now explain why recycling is important. If I make my ITC plan based on the prompt, I know my I and C paragraphs will talk about recycling. Then my 3 topics are that recycling helps to reduce pollution, that reusing man-made materials is important when it comes to recycling, and that the energy expanded using recycled materials helps keep our earth clean. So there's my plan. Now it's your turn. Use my ITC plan that's right here on this screen to write an introductory paragraph. Pretend you wrote this ITC plan and use these 3 topics as you write your I paragraph about why recycling is important. You'll do this on a separate sheet of paper and you'll show it to me. I will tell you whether you're ready to take your quiz or not. Good luck!